God is real. God is where we came from. We lived with God before we came to this earth. We came to this earth to grow, to make choices, to gain knowledge. And there are no mistakes in life, only lessons. And by the way, lessons are repeated until learned. There's a really great book called Life is a Game. These are the rules. It has 10 rules. The first rule is that, and I actually don't remember the order of the rules, but one of the rules is you will get a body. One of the rules is you lived with God before you came here. One of the rules is that there are no mistakes in life, only lessons, but lessons are repeated until learned. So I encourage you to look at your life for a second and ask yourself, what lessons have you been repeating for the last year or the last decade? What are the things you keep repeating over and over and over again and keep creating the same situations in your life? Now in this video, I'm going to share with you two things. One is I'm going to share with you how you can involve God in your goals. And the second one is how you can be the most effective person you can be. And I think that those two things actually go hand in hand. God gave you the ability to make choices, and you get to make of your life whatever you want. You can involve God in your life to the extent you want to. You don't have to involve God at all, or you can involve God. This doesn't mean you don't believe in science. Science is amazing. I have a PhD in psychology. I believe in science. I believe in medical advancements. I also believe in faith and believe in God. And faith is basically a vision of things that are not yet seen. In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill said that faith is basically the power by which things are created. Faith mixed with prayer is how you accomplish amazing things. Faith is how people like Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. So having faith does not need to take away from reason or logic. Having faith means that you have a vision for the future, a vision for your future self. Think about Elon Musk as an example. Elon Musk wants to die on Mars. That's an exercise of faith. Yes, he's also applying sound principles of physics, but he also has a vision beyond which we've accomplished. He's got faith in that vision because he understands principles of science and he believes that it can be done, but he also has faith in that vision. So here's how you involve God in your goals. You ultimately have to have a goal. Whatever goal you set is fine. Set whatever goal you want for yourself. It could be to become a millionaire. It could become to write a book. It could be to be a better husband or father. It could be to marry someone. Whatever your goal is, it could be to get into an amazing college. Whatever you have in mind, write it down and pray and ask God if he will help you to do it. There's a great quote that basically says that God is essentially waiting for you to ask for his help. He'll help you with whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, as long as you're actually proactively trying to accomplish something. So what is it you're trying to accomplish, and how can you involve God more in your goals? How can you create more miracles? My wife and I, when I was doing my PhD, we became foster parents of 3 kids. We really wanted to adopt those kids. We spent 3 years fighting the foster system in court for those kids, and there were many episodes where it didn't look like it was going to succeed, but we ultimately prayed. We were able to get the most amazing attorney. He was able to just make the other attorneys look like fools. And we were able to actually get the funds to pay that attorney. I was a college student, but when you have faith, there's this really good quote, and it says, when the why is strong enough, you will find the how. Also, faith precedes the miracle. Exercising faith, seeking success, expecting success, hoping for success, praying for success, and then exercising that faith by actually taking action. Faith is a 2-step process. One is it's a principle of power, meaning you're exercising power both in yourself and God, but it's also an exercise of action. You don't have faith if you're not taking action. So you got to take bold, crazy action. And I can attest, over and over in my life, I have exercised faith. There's even a great book by Hal Elrod. Hal Elrod wrote the book called The Miracle Morning, but he also wrote a book called The Miracle Equation. And basically he said that you need to exercise extreme faith and you need to exercise extreme action. Like, that's how you accomplish amazing things. And when you do that, when you reach that level of commitment towards a goal, then, as William Hutchinson Murray said, providence moves. Once you become fully committed and once you make a decision to accomplish something, and once you begin praying and involving God in that and exercising faith in that, all of a sudden things start happening, miracles start happening, people start coming. The right people come, the right resources come, the right ideas come, the right knowledge comes. And so it's up to you. If you're not actually living your life by faith, though, you're actually living by default. There's a lot of research in psychology on this subject. The topic is called prospection, but the idea is that as human beings, we can imagine different futures. We can imagine different futures for ourselves, and then we can commit ourselves to those futures. And basically the idea is this, and it's really profound. Whatever future you see for yourself, that's the thing driving your present. If you see yourself just paying the bills, just getting to the weekend so you can watch the football game, that's the present that's driving your current identity and behavior. or that's the future that's driving your identity and behavior. Whatever future you see for yourself, that's the thing shaping your current identity and your current behavior. Dan Sullivan said the only way to make your present better is by making your future bigger. Well, how do you make your future bigger? You have faith. Faith in that future, hope in that future. There's a quote from Florence Shin. Florence Shin said, hope looks forward. Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. Hope looks forward. And by the way, there's a lot of research on hope. Without hope, you're screwed. Hope is essential. And this isn't just a religious hope. This is just hope in general. Hope is both the will and the way. In psychology, hope means you have a vision for your future, some specific goal. You have a pathway to getting there. You believe that there's a path to getting there, or you find that path. Again, when my wife and I were trying to adopt our kids, we wanted to adopt those kids. We didn't necessarily know what the path was, but we were willing to find the path, exercise, figure out the path. And eventually we found the right attorney and we were able to make that goal happen. There's always a way. It's probably non-conventional if you have a non-conventional goal, but if you have hope, you will find that path, and you need that path to increase your hope. The last one is actually just the agency, or the belief that you can walk that path and find that path and create that path and accomplish that goal. That's another word for confidence or capability, is developing the agency, the path to achieve the goal. And that agency could come from you or it could come from other people. We, in this case, had confidence in our attorney, but we also had confidence in miracles and angels and things like that. This may sound pretty mystical. It may sound pretty crazy, but it connects with hope. It connects with motivation. It connects with goal setting. It connects with decision making. Essentially, my invitation to you is this. Expand your view of your future, get very specific about your future, and then pray and ask God for help. Get committed to that future, expect miracles, expect faith, take extreme action, and learn your lessons. Lessons are repeated until learned. And remove the lesser goals from your life. One of my favorite quotes comes from Robert Brault. Robert Brault said, "We are kept from our goal, not by obstacles, but by a clear path to a lesser goal." We're kept from our goal, not by the obstacles stopping us. It's because we're kept from our goal by clear paths to lesser goals. You've committed to a lesser future in your life. You've committed to smaller future. You don't have that much faith. You're not exercising faith. You're not taking action. You don't believe in your future. Hope looks forward. Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. I know my future is going to be great. My future is as bright as my faith. Your future is as bright as your faith. And whatever future you see for yourself, that's the thing shaping your identity and your behavior in the present. So whatever I can look at your present and I can see the faith that you have. Like, that's true of everyone. It's not your past that drives you. It's your vision for your future that drives you. And we all have different visions for our future. Most people, and this is what the research shows, most people's view of the future is that it's basically the same as the present. It may even be worse. There's a slight pessimism, especially if you watch the news a lot. You probably believe that the future of the country may be getting worse. And if you believe that the future is going to be worse, then you not only have no hope, but your behavior, your mindset, your attitude in the present is going to fail, because whatever view you have of the future is what dictates who you are in the present. And so the more faith, hope, and motivation you have towards your future, and the more committed you are to that future, and the more you believe in that future, meaning you have faith in it and you're taking action towards it, the more powerful will be your present, because you'll be taking action, you'll be learning things, you'll be learning lessons so that you can stop repeating the past, you'll be elevating your life, you'll be elevating your subconscious, you'll be elevating your circumstances. Completely up to you. God is willing to invest himself into your affairs as much as you want. You can have God in your life as much as you want. Faith coupled with prayer is how you achieve amazing things. That is what Napoleon Hill said, but that's what religions say as well. One other quick thought. This is another thought from Napoleon Hill, but this is not the gospel of Napoleon Hill. He just said a lot of really good things. He said that if you want your prayers answered, start with gratitude. Gratitude is what creates abundance. You're going to have your prayers answered faster by being grateful for what you currently have and grateful for all that has happened than by seeing the gap. Dan Sullivan, the founder of Strategic Coach, calls this the gap in the game. If you're always focused on the gap between you and your future, then you're not going to have that much power. But if you focus on the gains, if you focus on and appreciate all that's already happened, then you're going to have your faith increased, your confidence increased. Recognize that there's already been insane things that have happened in your life that have brought you to this point. Appreciate those, view those, write them down, be grateful for those constantly, and use that knowledge that bigger things can happen if you exercise more faith. My name is Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Down below is the 30-day Future Self course. Click the link, sign up for the free course. It's 30 days of science-based training for you to imagine and create your desired future self. Have an amazing day.